Alright, this week we are going to be working on making a movie poster. Your objective is to create a movie poster to persuade an audience that knows nothing about honeybees. So I'm going to move a little fast through this, and that's okay because we're on YouTube and we can hit pause and go back and forth between tabs and work with Schoology, etc., and then you submit your project at the very end, alright? So pay attention, follow along, and rewind if you need some help or raise your hand. Alright, so we're going to click New Image. This resolution is way too small, so we need to go to Image, Canvas Size, and we are going to adjust it to make an 8x10 photo print, which is a pixel resolution of 2400 by 3000. Alright. Plus, we're going to full screen size this, and it's way too huge. So we want to hit Control 0, which makes this the size of the screen. In fact, I can even go down to the resolution. I think that's good enough. Let's see. Alright, close enough. So, here's the back of the poster. Alright, I don't want it to be white. I want it to be black, let's say. So I'm going to go over to color picker, and then let's do black, which is right here. Okay, and got the bucket tool. I just click, and it's black. But that's boring. So what we're going to do is go over to gradient fill tool, and we're going to do this right here, and I want to make it a little bit different, so we're going to spread that out just a little bit. That's going to be black. Good, right there. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to hold down the shift key, because if I didn't, we would have this, which some of you might think, wow, that's so cool. And that's fine if you do, but I don't like it. I'm going to hit undo, undo again, undo, hold down shift. I'm good with right about there. Okay. So at this point, actually, I think it's time to save. And you're like, Mr. Bell, why do I have to save so quickly? Well, you need to save and save often. Because sometimes the bell rings, sometimes your computer dies, sometimes stuff just happens. So, you want to save to your computer, which you then put it in your P drive or somewhere else so you can find it. You could create a Sumo account, but I haven't done that, so I don't know anything about it. But I'm going to save to my computer. I'm going to call this poster. Not poser, but poster. Now your formats here. You don't do JPEG because you won't have access to things later. PNG's good, but we're going to go with their native format, which is called Sumo. I'm going to hit save, and then it will pop up on my computer where I need to save my stuff. I'm going to hit save right there. Alright, now if you'll look, this looks all weird again, okay? Well, the problem is we've gone to 100% because we're way zoomed in. So what I want to do is, and see if I scroll down here, you'll see the different colors. But I'm going to zoom out. So I'm going to go hit Control 0. There's our full poster. Oh. Let me hit undo. There's our full poster. I'm going to go back to the selection tool. That doesn't, I accidentally pressed it because I had this tool ready. So selection tool. Now you can't. You can move things around if you want to. Woo. Just hit Control undo or edit undo. Alright. So now I want to add a title to our lovely poster, because right now it just looks weird. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to call this layer the title layer. Alright. And then I'm going to go to text. The text tool. I'm going to start right here in the middle, and I'm going to stretch it. You see this icon? That means move it. This one means stretch it. Move it and stretch it. When you go right here, that means you can type. So, trying to make a persuasive poster to convince general people in the public that bees are nice. So I'm going to say bees are your friends! Exclamation mark. I can't see everything, so we're going to need to go back to that move one. Not the text, not the resize, but the move. I'm going to click and put it right there. I'm going to click the move tool because that gets me out of the text tool ability. Alright, so here's something that's kind of boring. Alright, no prettiness to the font or anything like that. Just as bees are your friends. Kind of boring. So, we need to add some effects. Look, FX, or the word layer effects. I'm going to press it. I'm going to go to color overlay. And I'm going to hit the yellow color. That looks like a poopy yellow. Not so good. This is a good dark, bold yellow. Okay, and you can scoot this box over and see it right there. Alright, so there we go. Nice and pretty and yellow. But the problem is it's so blended in right here. It's tough for people to read, and we don't want to make it tough for people to read. We want to convince people that these are your friends. So I'm going to add a stroke. No, I did not say I was going to have a stroke. I'm going to add a stroke. And if you look here, what we have is this black area back there. Alright, so the size is too big in my opinion, so I'm going to shrink it down to about right there. And adjust the opacity where it disappears. I'll leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Alright, press OK. It looks good. Still a bit boring though. Let's go to drop the shadow. Now that looks a bit amateur. That's what most people's stuff would look like if they didn't have a cool teacher like Mr. Bell. Alright. We are going to lower the strength just a little bit. You choose. Just as long as you're changing that. We don't need to move the distance all that much. Probably leave that one alone. The angle, I like to bring it up just a little bit to the side. Right there. Shadow quality, let's go to low. Makes it more distinct. You can knock out if you want, or hide the source. Now it looks like my eyesight's out of vision, or out of focus. Alright, so now I'm going to press OK. Sounds good. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and save to my computer because I don't want to have to lose my work and have to start all over. Save and save often. Alright. And do you want to overwrite? Yes, because you added more to it. Again, we're zoomed back in, so I'm going to hit Control 0. And that will zoom me back out. Okay, so now we've got a cool backdrop, a decent logo that I kind of like. I want to move it just a little bit. I don't think it's centered, so I'm going to grab that move tool. I'm going to click it and move it right there. Looks good. Alright. I need some cool pictures. So I went to Google, and there's this one. But if you look right here, there's this thing called a watermark, and that means they don't want you stealing their image. So I kept on looking, and I found one that I think is funny and cute, and they didn't protect it to be not stolen, which means it's available to the public. Alright, and I'm going to go to my libraries where pictures are, and I'm going to select my favorite Bee Buddy. Now it's a little small down here, and I don't really like that. So we are going to free transform. And I'm going to, I might resize it or move it. Oh, I'm going to resize it. Alright, so here's the problem. You see, it can go this way, it can go that way. You can flip it upside down, flip it backwards. But one thing we don't want to do is make it like distorted. So So if you move this around and you hit the shift key while doing that, it stays squared. So right there, that's what I want. I'm going to hit apply transform. Alright. Now, guess what? That's right, save, and save often. Save to my computer. Save. Save, 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 save. Yes, you want to overwrite it. Okay. Resume back in. So I'm going to hit Control 0. Now, I don't like this white stuff around it. It doesn't look good. So I'm going to hit the magic wand. It's kind of like Harry Potter's magic wand, but this one's cooler because it's in Mr. Bell's class. I'm going to highlight the white area. So anything that's white, it filled in with this blue area. And I'm just going to hit the delete key. And it's gone, just like that. So let me grab the arrow key and move it. We seem to have this little box. How do I get rid of that box? Oh, I bet I can deselect. Will that make it disappear? Will that make it disappear? There it goes. It has disappeared. Alright, but there's still this little transparent line here. So I'm going to go over here and grab the eraser tool. Because it doesn't do a perfect job. Eraser, eraser. Smudge. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta find the eraser. Hey, I found the eraser tool. It's right here. Eraser. So, you see that little dot right there? I can barely see what I want to do. So I'm going to zoom in. So I'm going to go down here and grab the zoom tool. And then I'm going to click it. And now I'm going to use the scroll bar. Grab that eraser tool again. And I'm going to change this brush because that brush is like for artsy fartsy stuff. And we're just erasing things right now. So, erase, erase. And it's going away. Scroll back down. I bet you guys don't want to watch all of this. This could be forever. Alright.